All right, let's talk about one of the hottest opportunities in real estate right now, owning a second home or investment property here in Orlando. With millions of visitors coming to Disney, Universal Studios, and other attractions every year, the market here for short-term rentals is absolutely booming. But it's not just about buying any property, it's about buying the right property. I'm Sean McCormick, welcome to the channel. Today, we're going to give you real, actionable advice to make smart investments here in Central Florida. And as always, this information is on the house. In today's video, I'm breaking down the essentials for owning a second home or a short-term rental right here in Orlando. And here's what we're covering. The neighborhoods that are best for short-term rental success must have features that attract bookings. And the numbers you need to know, like ROI, expenses, and the rental rates. So whether you're thinking about your first investment property or adding to your portfolio, this is the video for you. Now let's kick things off with a closer look at what makes Orlando such a goldmine for short-term rentals. All right, so let's get into the nuts and bolts of buying a short-term rental in Orlando area. When you're a first-time investor or adding to your portfolio, there's some key factors to consider that can make or break your first investment. First, location is everything. Not all neighborhoods in Orlando allow short-term rentals, so you'll need to focus on the areas that are zoned for it. Communities like ChampionsGate, Reunion, and Windsor Hills are not only legally compliant, but highly sought after by vacationers because of proximity to Disney and have resort-style amenities. Think about how you plan to use the property. Is this strictly an investment, or will you use it for personal vacations? If it's the latter, consider a home that suits your family's needs as well as for the guests' expectations. For example, you might like a townhouse, while larger groups may prefer an 8 or 9 bedroom home with themed out rooms. Another big decision, should you go for new construction or a resale property? New homes offer the latest features and can come fully furnished, but they often come with a higher price tag and HOA fees. Resale properties might need some updates, but they can offer lower entry point, but it just really depends on your budget and your goals. And speaking of updates, themed room and upgrade amenities are huge selling points for short-term rentals. Guests aren't just booking a place to sleep, they're booking an experience. Investing in decor and extras like game rooms, pools, and hot tubs can significantly boost your bookings and your nightly rates. And lastly, don't overlook the legal stuff. Every community has different HOA rules, and some are stricter than others, so make sure you understand the restrictions on short-term rentals, like minimum stays or rules about themed decor. Because trust me, you don't want any surprises on a property. Buying a short-term rental can be one of the best investments you'll ever make, but only if you go in prepared. And that's why taking time to research neighborhoods, property types, and amenities is so critical. Coming up, we'll dive into the must-have features that will take your short-term rental from good to great. So stick around. Here's a key truth about short-term rentals. It's not just about having a great house, it's about delivering a great experience. The right amenities can make all the difference attracting guests, getting 5-star reviews, and maximizing your rental income. So let's start with the basics. Your guests are expecting all the comforts of a home, things like a fully equipped kitchen with quality appliances, a washer and dryer for convenience, and of course reliable Wi-Fi and smart TVs. If you skip these essentials, you'll lose bookings to properties that offer them. Now next, let's talk about game-changing amenities. A private pool and a hot tub? These aren't just nice to haves, they're must-haves in Orlando market. After a long day at the theme parks, guests want a space to relax and unwind. And properties with these amenities consistently outperform those that don't have them. And here's a tip. If you've got a pool, make sure it's heated. You'll open up your bookings for cooler months, which means more income year-round. Let's talk about what really sets properties apart in the market. Themed rooms. Orlando is a theme park capital of the world, so guests expect magic. Themed spaces create unforgettable experiences that turn first-time guests into repeat customers. And don't forget outdoor spaces. Adding little things like a grilling station, outdoor dining area, or even a fire pit can give your guests more reasons to stay and enjoy the property. Here's the bottom line. Amenities matter. Guests want convenience, comfort, and memorable experiences, and they're willing to pay for it. So if you invest in the right features, you'll set your property apart and see the rewards in higher bookings and better reviews. Next up, we'll break down the numbers. We'll go over how much you can really make with a short-term rental near Disney. Stick around for the real ROI insights you don't want to miss. All right, let's talk about numbers. Owning a short-term rental near Disney can be one of the most rewarding investments you'll ever make, but only if you plan for it financially. From upfront costs to ongoing expenses, understanding your numbers is key to maximizing your profits. First things first, your upfront costs. This includes your down payment, your closing costs, and any immediate updates you'll want to make to attract guests. For a short-term rental near Disney, updates like themed rooms or a game space can be a game changer for bookings. And here's a pro tip: budget for furniture and decor. A fully furnished property is non-negotiable in the short-term rental market. Theming rooms can cost anywhere from a couple thousand to tens of thousands, depending on the detail. So plan ahead. Next, let's talk about ongoing expenses. These are the monthly and annual expenses that you'll need to budget for to keep your property running smoothly. Key expenses include HOA fees, which can range from a few hundred to over $1,000 a month, depending on the community and property type. Property management fees typically run from 10 to 20%, depending on your rental income if you hire a professional service. Cleaning costs. Guests expect spotless homes, so this is a must-have. And don't forget about insurance, utilities, and maintenance, and taxes. Now for the good stuff. How much can you actually make with an Airbnb near Disney? Here's what we know. Larger homes, 8-9 bedrooms, often pull in the highest returns because they attract big families or groups. In peak seasons like summer and around the holidays, nightly rates can easily hit $400 to $800 or more, depending on the property and amenities, of course. But remember, income just isn't about peak seasons. A heated pool, themed rooms, and strong reviews can keep your property booked year-round. So let's say you have a property booked for $500 a night and you get 70% occupancy. That's over $10,000 a month in gross income. Factor in your expenses and you can see how profitable this market can be. And here's something most first-time investors overlook, and it's the hidden costs. Things like surprise maintenance issues, like a broken air conditioner in the middle of summer, hurricane readiness, especially here in Florida, right? Insurance for storms can be pricey, but don't skimp on it, it's essential. Other things like seasonal dips. While peak seasons are great, but slower months might require lower pricing to stay competitive. And at the end of the day, the key to financial success with short-term rentals is to budget wisely. Plan for the unexpected and know your numbers inside and out. If you do it right, this can be one of the best investments you'll ever make. And coming up, I'm going to share the top neighborhoods near Disney where you can find properties that deliver the best ROI, and you don't want to miss it. All right, so let's talk about where to buy. Not every neighborhood near Disney and Universal is created equal when it comes to short-term rental success. If you want to maximize your ROI and your bookings, these communities have proven themselves time and time again. Number 1, ChampionsGate. Let's start here. It's one of the most popular short-term rental communities near Disney and Universal, and for good reason. It's packed with amenities, including massive resort-style pool and lazy river. It's got on-site restaurants, a golf course, and a movie theater. Plus, it's only about 15 minutes from Disney, which makes it a prime spot for vacationers. Homes here range from townhouses to 8 to 9 bedroom luxury single-family homes. So there's something for everybody and your budget. Number 2, Reunion. If you're looking for a luxury, this community delivers. Reunion is known for its upscale homes, stunning golf courses, and high-end amenities like rooftop pools and the water parks. properties here attract guests who are looking for a premium experience, and they're willing to pay for it. If you invest here, you're going to be catering to larger groups and families who expect top-of-the-line features. Number 3, let's go to Windsor Hills. It's another fantastic option. It's a gated community just a few miles from Disney, and it's perfect for families. What makes Windsor Hills special? Well, guests love the water park, the zero-entry pool, playgrounds, movie theaters, and the sports courts. It's family-friendly, affordable, and consistently in high demand. Number 4, Solara. Solara is one of the newer communities near Disney, and it's quickly gaining popularity. Homes here feature a much more modern design and open floor plans that today's guests love. The standout is the on-site surfing simulator. Unique amenities are a huge draw and set up your rental apart. Number 5, Story Lake. Finally, we've got Story Lake. This community offers a great mix of affordability and location. It's close to Disney, Universal, and all the shopping areas like the Loop, which guests absolutely love. Story Lake has everything: a water park, a lazy river, and even kayak rentals for a little outdoor fun. So, how do you decide which community is the best fit? Here's what I tell my clients. Look at the amenities. Guests love properties with pools, water parks, and easy access to the theme parks. Also, consider your budget. Some communities like Reunion cater to luxury buyers, while others like Windsor Hills are much more affordable. Also, think about demand. Communities closer to Disney and Universal will generally see higher occupancy rates. So if you get this part right, you'll set yourself up for success from day one. And up next, I have something from the tip jar for you. Should you self-manage or hire a property manager? Both options have their pros and cons, but let's break it down. Self-management. If you're hands-on, tech-savvy, and ready to put in the time, self-managing can be a great way to save money and stay in control. Here's what it takes: handling all guest communication, bookings, issues during their stay, managing the cleaning crew, maintenance, and repairs between guests, keeping your pricing competitive by adjusting rates based on seasonality, marketing your property to stand out on platforms like the Airbnb and VRBO. Now the upside, you get to keep 100% of your rental income without paying management fees, and you still have full control over the guest experience. The downside is, it's a lot of work. Expect to be on call 24/7 to handle anything that comes up, especially if you don't live nearby, and most people don't. All right, so on the flip side, if you're short on time, live out of state, or even don't have experience and don't want to be on call 24/7, a property manager can take all that stress off your shoulders. They handle everything, including guest communication, check-ins, and reviews, coordinating cleaning, maintenance, and emergency repairs too. They also can market your property to maximize bookings, keeping your calendar full and pricing optimized. And for this convenience, most property managers charge anywhere from 10 to 20% of the rental income. So the upside to that is it's hands-off, so it leaves you to enjoy the benefits of owning a short-term rental without the day-to-day work. The downside, you'll pay a portion of your profits to the manager, and not all managers deliver the same level of service. The choice really comes down to your priorities. If you want to maximize profits and are willing to put in the time, self-managing might be right for you. But if you're looking for a hands-off experience, hiring the property manager can make all the difference. Here's your tip from the tip jar. My opinion is I'm going to 100% advise you to hire a property manager, and I'm going to tell you why. Because if you don't have the experience or the technology in your home, then you're not prepared for what's heading your way. And my advice would be to hire them, let them get everything up and running, work out the kinks, get your reviews flowing, and get your property optimized. And then once all that's set up and going and you've got some reviews behind you, you've got some bookings, and everything's working, then if you've got the time, or you have a family member or spouse that can commit to this, then you can let that property manager go because everything's in place and working smoothly. But it's still a very time-consuming commitment, so understand that. But I'm going to advise you to hire them up front, and then at least do it for the first year. And that's going to save you a lot of headaches and get your property to where it needs to be a lot faster. All right, we've covered everything you need to know about owning a short-term rental near Disney, from choosing the right property, avoiding hidden costs, and also deciding whether to self-manage or hire a pro. So if you're ready to start your journey as a short-term rental owner here in Orlando, I'm here to help. I've worked with dozens of investors to find the right property, avoid super common mistakes, and maximize their returns. So here's what you need to do next. Subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. Drop your questions in the comments because I answer every single one. And if you're serious about finding the perfect property, reach out to me directly. My contact information is in the description below. I'll guide you through every step of the process. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, all of this information is on the house. Reunion in ChampionsGate. Let's kick things off with Reunion Resort